Joe Rogan had Kurt Metzker on his podcast, and he decided to reveal something about Brendan Schaub. So I'm going to play this, then give you my thoughts on it. Let's check out and see what Joe Rogan had to say about Brendan.
He gets it every day. He's very functional. I'm like, that's nuts. I'm like, how many guys are like that? But he knew a bunch of people who did heroin. I was like, you know a bunch of people that do heroin? Like, who the fuck's doing heroin? Whereas now, if you hear, oh, my uncle's on pills, like, another one. It's another one. It's another one. I mean, how many of our friends?
Taking the needle out of it really takes some stigma away, I guess. And also having it prescribed by a medical doctor.
Schaub had it, and people had to take it from him. His friends had to take it from him.
What do you mean?
Before I knew him well. He got hooked on pills.
Oh, right.
He had oxy problem. He got his nose shattered in one of his big fights. I think it was Mirko Krokop hit him with an elbow in the nose. This guy from Croatia is like one of the most murderous kickboxers of all time. Schaub actually knocked him out. It was like Schaub's biggest win as a professional.
Well, he got elbowed in the process of doing that.
Yeah, he got his nose shattered in the process. So he got his nose fixed. I'm pretty sure it was that fight. He got his nose fixed, and then in getting his nose fixed, they got him hooked on the pills. And he was just taking them. Like months after the surgery, he's still taking them. And his buddies pulled him aside.
You get tolerance pretty quick.
But it's also one you're not supposed to just get off, right? You're supposed to wean yourself off that shit, right?
Well, you won't. It's not like
no, actually, that's
benzos. You could die.
Benzos, you
Opiates, you think you're gonna die, but you're not. It's.
Should you wean yourself off? Do they if they medically do it? Like if you went check yourself into a rehab and said, "Hey, I have an OxyContin addiction."
Well, I didn't have to do that. They prescribed me Suboxone to quit it.
Right, and but what I'm saying is like if you went like straight, like you were fucked up and you went straight to a rehab center.
Yeah.
Like would they wean you off of it, or would they
give you Suboxone?
They give you Suboxone.
Yeah.
And what is that stuff? I've heard people talk about that.
Damn. So Schaub had an addiction to OxyContin. I wonder now that his stand-up career is basically over. He can't sell any tickets. His YouTube channel is dead, and that's all he does now. I mean, he doesn't have the Showtime gig or anything. Hopefully, he doesn't relapse back into it. But, I mean, I didn't know that about Schaub, that he used to be addicted to pills. He's addicted to not being funny as well. But, I mean, and he still does those pouches things, which is annoying. And, I mean, the whole thing with Schaub is just incredible. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.